Welcome back to LIPINKI for episode 6 with me, MrSealyp. Okay, 35, 34 and 33 are cleared and subsoiled, kind of culti-ploughed, so they're good to go. Only one of them has got fertilising state on. I haven't been over with fertiliser because I've nearly run out. I need to buy some more. Plus I'm going to do a job for a local. Well, I've actually already taken on the job for a local. I've just got to actually go and do the job now. All the wheat off of field 33 has gone into storage, and we should have how much wheat have we got? 15,000 litres we got off that field. I'm going to leave that there for the moment because prices aren't great. I suppose supermarket 763. That's not too bad. It's not going to get up to 1,000. That's not going to happen. But that's not a bad price actually, the supermarket. Anyway, the combine probably needs a bit of work. So what I'm going to do is take these around here. I'm going to seed at some point. But what I want to do, what I want to do is get some more money in the bank so I can get some more fertiliser, get the fields fertilised first, or I might muck spread actually. That was the other option I thought of. But I do need to do the job I've been given. Now, as far as the bales go, I did bale all the straw swaths, and it was because the Bison is one of the only harvesters that you can't actually disable straw swath. So I baled them all, and I thought, you know what, I had quite a few. I'm not going to do them by hand, one at a time. I'm going to get an auto load. So I got the auto load, picked them off the field, came around here, and I didn't switch it back to transport mode. So as I drove past this stack to line them up nice and neatly, it picked up a load from this stack as well. So it is what it is. I've got a nice neat stack here. So I've got all these straw bales now. Some I might sell, again to make a bit of money, because I don't think I'm going to need that many for pigs bedding to start off with. And if I do any crops that give me more bedding, then I really don't have to worry too much. So that's that and that done. Yeah, they're all good to go. They're looking nice and nice, deep, rich mud, earthy colour, not too dry. Now I need to go to. Oh yeah, we're going to have a look at this, won't we? Does it need any work? It does. Let's repair that. The header could probably do with some as well. Oh yes. Not too expensive though. Okay. Let's pop that away for the time being. I didn't put the subsoiler back in here in front of the planter seeder because I'm going to need that. So there's no point bringing that and putting it in front. What we'll do now is, it doesn't really matter. I suppose I could walk. Seems silly taking the tractor over. I'm going to head over to the store. The contract we've taken on, I think, is I think with Sugarbeet. It's a Roper Panther 2, I think we've got, and we've got another Fent, but a larger one, and a Joskin trailer. And the field is field 20, which is down by the barn, over in the southwest corner. Let's have a wander through this crop. And it's going to take a little while because, you know, doing beets always does. So I thought I'd get straight on with it now. I tell you what I've got to keep remembering to do. And that's the problem with doing maps. It's okay when you're doing 2 UK maps, you haven't got to worry, but when you're bouncing between, there we go, back on Euros. Right, so yes, Roper Panther 2, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to put it onto yeah, turns to, and just makes it a little bit tighter. And header, God, doesn't give us a lot of room here, has it? Let's see if I can back that up a bit. And try and turn that front cab round. Ah, that's probably going to work, isn't it? Let's fold that header up, out of the way. Just to help me with my vision while I'm driving. That looks awesome. Yep, that's... I mean, come on. It's not like I'm bad enough as it is without having no vision whatsoever. So field 20 is where we're heading off to. Thanks to Wombleway, had a message to him. He sent me a picture of some of the characters that are walking along the roads. There's Posh Lady, that could be her there. There's Floating Croc Man, because he's wearing Crocs and he seems to be floating off the floor. I think there's, is it Sweaty Armpit Man or Stinky Armpit Man? And one of them looks distinctly like Matt Damon. So one of them's Matt Damon. I love that. It's absolutely brilliant. That could be Sweaty Armpit Man. He's wearing like a smart shirt. So anyway, that being said, let's get on with it, shall we? And then we'll come actually and put the beacons on. This is quite a wide vehicle, so I might need to move over for the traffic a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I mean from there I can't even see the traffic, so that's a good point, really. Do they fold it up and then put it down on the ground? I mean, surely you can't drive with it folded up, can you? I mean, surely you can't. Right, we are turning in here. That's much better. Field 20 is over in the corner on our left. And it will take some time. I think the payment's about 9 grand though. I'm sure it's about 9,000. Whoa, big old bumps. I might as well just get started here, won't I? Open it all up. There we go. And off we go. Helping out the neighbours. I mean, I say helping out the neighbours, they're paying me to do it. It's not like I'm, you know, just such a good guy. I've got to avoid driving or anything. Anything I miss, I'll just come back and pick up later on. I want to get as much as I possibly can because, unlike the cotton, this will be one that you should get paid for if you've got excess. At least that's what I'm hoping. What I'm going to try and do, if I can, it's a bit unorthodox, but I think what I'm going to do is try and bend the corner off a little bit so I can actually make turns, but I don't necessarily know if that's going to work as such, but doesn't look like it's going to be too helpful. I'll just have to back around. Once I've got a few little headlands in, we should be good. Gosh, this is a bigger field than I thought. The map is incredibly deceptive. Cruise control. Yeah, that is quite a sea, isn't it? A sea of sugar beet. Am I going to hit this tree? It seems to be tucked in quite tight. Even that said though. Okay, we got past. Cool. So yeah, this is going to be my life for a little while. Quite some time, in fact. Not quite sure how long that's going to take. Tell you what, here in Poland they like putting their crops right up to the edge, don't they? It's not much of a boundary. Okay, well, I'm going to continue. I'll see you in a little while when hopefully we've got a bit more done. When we've earned a bit more money, I can afford to get some more fertiliser now. So not what's it, £3 isn't it? For a big bag. Helper, I didn't even hire a helper. Oh, it's turned off. That's weird. So what I could be doing is, while this is going, I could hire a worker over at the farm to fertilise the fields. That might not be a bad idea actually. Oh no, because I want to do manure, didn't I? I want to have a go manure. Depends how long this takes. That may end up being another episode. We shall see. So, see you in a bit. Go make a cup of tea, put your feet up, relax. This sort of thing you want to be doing for a live stream, isn't it? Only if the stream's about 5 hours long. So we've got the Fent 724 Vario, and I think it's the Joskin Transpace. Is it the 31,000 litre one? The harvester is full, 30,000 litres, so it's going to be pretty much load for load. I do need to check where I've got to be taking this, because I'm not quite sure. Should have checked that earlier. So busy looking at what field it was, I didn't actually think to check the destination. Oh, that's probably a bit too fast along here. Hope that's the right height. Let's get under there. Belt's going, sugar beet's going in. Fantastic. So while we're here then, where was it going to? Grain elevator east. That's right. Oh, actually it's pretty much straight up the main road, isn't it? Well, I suppose I could cut through the back way there up these little lanes. It seems a bit of a long way out of the way, doesn't it? They're all the way around the back of there. I can just go straight at the middle of town. Yeah, probably do that. Oh, blimey, it's unloaded already. Okay, right. Let's get on with it. Yep. Almost full. There's no point waiting for another 1,000 litres to top it up. I might as well just get a load, go, and you know, then we're alright. Put the beacons on, make sure people know that we have a load. And let's head off. Right. Things have got interesting, a little bit confusing. That is field complete. It is now nearly 5 to 4 in the afternoon, and yeah, a bit of an odd one. I haven't had this happen before. Normally what happens is, while you're doing the contract, you get to the maximum of the sort of field clearance, and then the rest of it is then made up by crops when you go to the sell page. The last load I took, it took it and it didn't say contract complete, so I thought, okay, I need to do another load. When I was driving back with the empty trailer, turn the engine off, I was driving back with the empty trailer, and when I got back here, the harvester had obviously done enough that that bit clicked over and it came up and said contract complete. So I've now got, how much did I have in that? I should have just checked that. I've got 31,000 litres in here, plus what's in the harvester, all over and above the contract. So potentially, what am I looking at? 31,000, what have I got, 17, 18 another one? So 49,000 litres of sugar beet, which is surplus. So I've got two choices now. I can either sell it all for the money, which I think is probably the best bet, or put some of it into storage as feed for the pigs. Oh, 19,000, well, yeah, 50,000 litres. So I'm thinking, sell it for the money now, and then we'll worry about the pig food, because I'm going to do more contract work for the people around the area, and then sort out, when we get the pigs, sort out the pig food. Or is that being a bit short-sighted? Potentially. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out, whichever way around I do it. Now, as far as the contract goes, and I'm not going to press on it, I kept saying 9,000. I was thinking of the baling contract that I looked at a couple of episodes ago. This one paid out 14,001, taking off the lease costs or of borrowing their vehicles. So it's 13,311 actually. So I don't want to press collect on that yet because I still need their vehicle, and if it suddenly takes that away, I've lost all that. So I'm going to take it and sell it. Actually, where's the best price for sugar beets at the moment? Because it might not be where I was. I was taking it to Grain Elevator East. What we got? Grain Elevator East is 220, and then at the supermarket, which is right next, which is 237. So I'm actually better off taking. I mean, it's not going to be mega money, but it's all surplus to the contract, so I might as well. And it's only right here. It's not like I've got to travel far with it. Yes, I'm going to sell it. Absolutely. There's not a lot of room around here. This is the supermarket, isn't it? Yeah. Now, it does say in here, although there's not actually a grating or a grill or anything, but it should come up. There we go. So this should all be profit. And it is. Oh no, the train lifts up. That comes down a little bit. Now I was down to 28,000 because I did buy another bag of fertiliser, which is up at the store. We'll get rid of all this in a second. Okay, so we're already, what's that? 7 grand up. That's a good call actually, I think. Then we'll unload the harvester and we'll go again. Take it from past and I've got nothing to get around there. I think so. Not bad. That's going to be looking at a 20 grand plus contract, which to be fair, it's taken me a while, but and what I didn't notice at the start as well, like when they loan you equipment, the farmer, whoever's farm it is, loans you equipment, the actual sugar beet harvester has got 55 hours on it already. That's actually quite scary. What's the tractor got on it? 55. Oh, I just got back into the sugar beet. Hang on. 55.9 on the tractor as well. Blimey, that's a lot. Okay, well, let's get rid of this as well. All money in the bank. Now I have found, and I know it's another, it's a bit dicey. Another contract has popped up for potatoes. Field's a fair size. It's paying out 15 grand though. So I'm thinking, you know what? Might not be a bad one. If I pull right forward to there. There we go. It's up to 40 grand, so we made an extra 12 on that. On top of the 13 for it. 25 grand. That's not bad. So I think what we will do, unlike usual when I end up having to walk home, what I'll do is I'll drive this back to the store and then we'll finish the contract. That way I haven't got to walk. I'm assuming someone will come and collect the harvester. Okay, let's take this in. Now I'm thinking I might just take on that potato harvest anyway, simply because the money's really good. Turn the engine off. Like I say, I was down a little bit because I've got a bag there which I'm going to use later on. So what I can do now is go on to the contract. 13,311. Collect that. We're doing alright. So, yeah, where is it? It's down here somewhere. There's that baling one. That's the one I kept thinking why I thought it was 9,000. Oh, it hasn't just disappeared off here, has it? You've got to be kidding me. It has. It's obviously just clicked over, hasn't it? What time is it? 4:02. I just lost out on it. Oh, man. Oh, that was big money. It was big money. There's a couple of smaller ones there. Harvest field 29. Which one's field 29? Oh, down there. That's not too bad compared to field 20, but it's a smaller machine. But it pays out over 5 grand, so I don't know why I just came out of that menu. You know what? Let's take that before it disappears. Take a hit of 281. That's not too bad. It'll still be over 5 grand for potatoes, won't it? So you know what? Let's borrow items on that one. That'll be to do. Whoa. Okay, that's going to be. Why has that got narrows? Surely that can't pull that. Oh, these trailers are. I say they're tiny. Not as small as the tar ups I've got. Anyway, right, what I'm going to do now. Head back over to the farm. That's going to be for me to do kind of at my convenience. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the muck spreader and I'm going to do field 33, I believe. Or at least I'm going to try. We'll see how expensive that gets. 53 grand. Nice. Nice payday. Does mean we can start looking at some other options. I'm thinking for doing the seeding, we've got the seeder, but it's only a small tank, so I think what we're going to do is probably get a front seed tank. Where's that? Under seeders, isn't it? That one. The Kuhn CF 1512. 1,500. It's 11 grand. Where's the other one that I was using then? Ah, it's in here, isn't it? That one. That's one I normally get. 8 grand. Yeah, it's cheaper. 2,200. That's a no-brainer. The Vaderstad. Yeah, that's probably the best option because that's a bit cheaper. Nice capacity. I think we'll probably. You know what? I know I've used them on other Let's Plays, and this is another one of those bits of equipment. It's a bit of it's a go-to thing, isn't it? You know, if you want an extension on your seed tank, that's a nice one with a nice capacity. I think that's double the size of the capacity of my Caesar, I think. So that's going to do me all right. So for 8 grand, yeah, you know what? New machinery for the farm. Nice. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I brought the fertiliser spreader over to the store, filled it up, and I did field 36 with it. So, 34 I did in that other episode. No, field 35, sorry. We go across the soil composition. Oh, I still haven't limed, and I'm almost considering whether or not to turn lime off. If we come down and turn that off, there you go. So they've both been done now. So 33 is the one that needs doing. So I think I don't keep saying I think now. I'm just, as per usual, kind of going through my thought process out loud. What I might do, what I might not do. I'm not too sure. You know. So let's just pop that there for a minute because I think I've left the tractor in the way. That was me saying at the start. Oh, hang on. There we go. There's plenty of barn space, not to worry. Actually, there isn't as much as you think. Now I've got loads of stuff in it. Now, which way round is our muck spreader? I think it's facing this way, isn't it? Of course it's not. So we're going to whiz up to the top farm, what I'm calling the top farm. We'll grab some manure. Nearly missed my turn. Too busy daydreaming. So past the field where we did the bathing in the other episode. Bear and Papa messaged me the other day, might have even been today actually, to say about when I used the Schmetterlings, that there's another one that is better because it's got straps. I don't know if it was a mod though. Potentially it was a mod, but I'll have to have a look for it. Does the same thing. Doesn't fold up though, but they're flat. I don't think I've got them installed. Pretty sure I haven't got them installed. No, but they have straps, so that might be a better option for doing that kind of thing. But then obviously there's the auto load bale trailers. I know someone did comment the other saying said it'd be much easier if you used the auto loads. I think in that episode when I was clearing the straw bales off the field, I was just doing it because, you know, it's that kind of early start thing, and I wanted to show me doing it manually. I know there are auto load trailers, and I could have used any one of those, and I ended up doing that on the next field. But okay, so can't remember which one of these we had installed. We should just be able to click L3. And there we are. We are filling up with manure. Shouldn't be overly expensive either. We'll see how far it goes actually on the field. I mean, if it's going to be looking like we have to fill it up repeatedly, then potentially it's not the best option. Just kind of weighing it up between that and like chemical fertiliser, but we'll see. What we got, 10,000. How much was that? 465. That seems good to me, so let's head back. If I can turn in this space. Just about. Okay then. Let's give this a crack on field 33 then, shall we? Took on that potato contract and didn't even look. What field was it? I can't remember now. Oh, I did look, didn't I? It was the narrow one. Yeah, yeah. We're all good. Thinking next episode might have to do a little bit of that potato harvest, but I'm thinking we'll get cracking on our seeding. Right, can't remember what the spread width for this is, so we'll have to just start it up and try first. A little bit narrower. There we go. Okay. Not too bad actually. Well, it's going down fairly rapidly. Get a little bit wider than that. Okay, now we're looking. It's doing the job. If we're lucky, we might only need to reload it once more, which means it'll cost us about 800 to 1,000 to do this field. Oh, we might. I don't think we're going to get it all done in one hit, are we? Don't think we are. Right, so we're halfway through our manure, but we are not halfway across the field, so I'm going to need some more on our... Ah, it's all good, it's all good. Something different to put on the field, isn't it? We are now empty, and we haven't got much of the field left, so I don't need a full load. I think we've done, what, 2/3 of it maybe? So, back over to get some more manure. We'll get this done, and then what I think I'll do is take the seeder over to the store. We'll buy some seed, fill up the seeder, and we'll fill up the front tank we just bought, and then we are good to go for seeding. I did wonder, and I haven't checked it, there's a bunker silo over by the supermarket and the barn, and right in front of it, the bunker silo looks like it's got a load of silage in it. I'm assuming that's kind of just put there as a kind of you know, the map's a living, breathing thing, and this farm's got silage, but I should really go and check, because if that silage is, in inverted commas, available, I might as well make use of it, but we'll see. So, next load, and then we'll be almost done, and then I can get on with that potato harvest. Actually, maybe I'll start that before I go and get stuff to seeder. I'm thinking next episode's got to be some seeding, because I need to get some in the ground. What time is it? Yeah, it's 4:20. Yeah, the potatoes are going to take me ages, aren't they? Maybe seeding first, then get on with the potato harvest. I'm just thinking the right way around of doing it. That way my stuff can be growing. Otherwise it then gets dark and it all just becomes a nightmare. So, yeah, not bad. This is being posted, what's the date today? The 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. This evening at, depending on where you are in the world, I think it's 5 PM, possibly 6 PM, and then it's at 9 AM Central Eastern Standard Time, I think, some of that. They are going through a live stream for Farming Simulator League, explaining to the world what it's all about. So yeah, I will be there. Not there, I'll be watching along with you guys. And then I think, if I'm right, I'm off on the 17th to do some training. Yes, esports commentating training. I think to make sure I don't swear or anything. Yeah. Oh, I've just done a full load. Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever's left over, I'll put in the barn in the trailer, and that can honk the place up. So we'll have a nice manure-smelling barn. Yeah. So I'm not going to swear on my videos or anything anyway, but I suppose they don't know that. They have to be careful. So yeah, exciting stuff. I think what I'm going to need to do as well is get a third tractor at some point. Another fairly small one, not going mad, but I need another one with front 3-point link and rear. I mean, they all pretty much come with rear 3-point link, but front 3-point link as well, because this is my only one that I can attach things like the front seed tank and those kind of things on. The Fortschritt's a great little tractor, but doesn't have the front 3 points. So yeah, where are we at? We are just here. Now I realise I rattled through the beet harvest. It was kind of, here's the start, here's me taking the first load, then bang, it's all done. But it took a long time. I think I did 10 loads, I think it was, in the end, to complete the contract, and then obviously the 2 that I sold at the barn, because it worked out, I think it was 10-11% thereabouts per 30,000 litre load. So yeah, I think it must have been 10 loads I did. But weirdly, because of the way round it did it, because it wasn't contract complete until I was on my way back, I was probably over on that last load, but I didn't get paid for it. It was weird how it worked that way round, but anyway, it's all to do with percentages of contract completes, and it all gets a little bit, you know, And I did loads of contracts on Raven Bot and never once had that happen. But anyway, not to worry. Okay then, so... Oh yeah, there's no point. I thought I'll leave this going on a worker and I'll grab the fork strip and we'll go over and we'll get the front seed tank, and that's what I was just saying. I can't do that for that very reason, because there's no front 3-point link. Am I going to be left with, and I should be alright, I was thinking, will it do that last strip, or am I going to be left with a tiny little bit that I'm going to have to do an entire run up the side just for a little bit, but I might, looking at the width of that, I might get away with it. And that's all 3 fields then, with the first fertilising state and ploughed, cultivated, ploughed, subsoiled. And we're ready to go for seed, and then they'll all need a second something. I think we're going to be okay. We are more than okay, brilliant. Happy days. This tractor's going to... Oh no, of course it's trees, isn't it? This tractor's going to need some TLC. Not badly, when you look at the spanner on the right hand side. It's down a little bit, but obviously not so badly that the tractor's suffering as a result, but and there we go. So we've got 3,619 litres left. This can go back into the barn. Good to go. I'm thinking, that wheat, I've got 15,000 litres, maybe I could do that instead. No. I'll take the wheat maybe to start the next episode. See if, I don't think the price is going to alter at the supermarket, but it'd be a bit of extra money back in the bank. Let's grab that. I'm thinking about getting, was it the E770, one of the new mods that came out. I said that it would work really well on LIPINKI. There was an auger like wagon, it's only 8,000, was it 8,250 litres I think it was. I might get one of those because that was fairly cheap as well. And then I can load up with seeds and stuff and bring it out and when I work on the fields. But hopefully with that front tank, that's going to give me a capacity of about, is it 3,200? I think this is 1,000 litres, or is it only 700? I can't remember. It might even be bigger than that. This is the problem. So many different seeders available. Just remembering the capacities for all of them gets a little bit mind-boggling. So we should be on the end. There's our seed tank. That up. Now we need some seed. So, how many do I need? Potentially 3. We'll see how far that goes. Did I put the last one in? Oh, we squeezed it in the middle of there. Fantastic. Right, let's get the cover open. Hopefully this will load from the ground, or something don't always. Yep. All good. Now I need to change the... Only 830. Okie dokie. That's smaller than I thought. Close that. Lift it back up. Switch the front tank. 1,000 litres. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit down that gap. Oh yeah, should be able to. Without damaging someone else's equipment. So, a capacity of 3,000 litres. That's actually not too bad with those two together. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we have our seed. Next episode, we're going to be getting some seeding done. But we are done for this episode. Sugar beet harvest contract job done. Nice bit of payment. Field manure spread fertilised on 33. We are ready to start seeding our home fields. And then I can get on with that potato harvest. Marvellous! I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.